What's up, everybody? Welcome back into the Ride Life podcast, and this is episode number 76. I can't believe it, Jim. 76 episodes we're doing.
That's like the bicentennial. It's a big year, 76. Some pretty spectacular things are going to happen in 77. That's a little foreshadowing.
Oh, shit. So what's happening down there, man? It's snowing at my house, by the way, just so you know.
All right, no snow here, but we don't get a lot of snow. Actually, it's funny. I was at some guy's house the other day. He lives like 5 minutes from the beach. And I was delivering pellets to his house. And he's like, yeah, can I put them on 3 pallets for the snow? I'm like, guy, it snowed like a grand total of 9 inches in the last 3 years down here. I think you'll be fine. And no, I can't put 2,000 pounds on 3 tippy-ass broken pellets.
Jeez.
Yeah. Dude, pellet customers are hilarious. That's all I got to say, but they're funny.
Oh, yeah. So, episode number 76. We got a good show for you guys tonight. We got a Does Jim Know? We got a roast. The roast is back. Dr. Harley, you're in the seat, buddy. What else we got? Yeah. I just totally drew a blank, but yeah, we got... What did we just talk about before we got on? I can't remember.
We're gonna talk a little bit about a little adventure riding, maybe a little bit of dual sport riding, because I've been getting a little bit of dirt fever.
Really? Yep. And
yeah, a little bit.
And we got a special segment for Kyle. I ordered some parts for the Dyna. I want to talk about that and stuff like that. But let's just get right into dual sport riding. Like,
wait a minute. Before we do that, let's just talk a little bit about our experience Monday night from Open Road Radio.
That was the other thing. Holy shit. See, I forget. So if you don't know, Jim and I were popular for a night. We were on the radio in Las Vegas and Chicago and on YouTube. We were live on YouTube. They did it live on YouTube. It was, Jim, for a show that's been on the air for 28 years, it was a madhouse. It was crazy. It was fun, but it was crazy.
Well, so she's been doing this obviously a really long time, right? So she has kind of a sense of like where she wants to go and how she wants to steer the conversation. The hot shot, I don't believe, is her regular co-host. I think it's FXR Penny. And, definitely like he was getting in his time talking. And she was trying to interview us knowing that she had 2 other people coming on after us. That being said, I went into it feeling like, okay, I can't talk too long because I know we're on a time constraint. But I had a blast, and it was cool to look over in the chat and see HD, AV Traveler, and Rhodey, and Doc, and Indiana Todd, and seeing those guys jump on. That was pretty cool. I know some other people have checked it out since. So
yeah,
it was a lot of fun.
It's got some good views. Yeah, like I said, like she would ask us a question. I almost felt rushed because the itinerary she sent us, we were only going to be on there for 10 minutes, and we ended up being on there for a little longer, but she'd ask us a question, and Hotshot would answer, and then it would fizzle away.
It was good. And dude, I'm hoping that he was right on those dates for the races for Laconia, that they're on Father's Day, because that'd be a pretty cool thing to do on Father's Day. Go over there and maybe sit with him at the races and maybe try to do a podcast. I don't know how effective it would be. It depends on where he's set up.
Yeah. Have you ever seen those races with the sidecars like he races? Those are guys are
not in person. Only on, I think I've seen him on TV or in clips.
Yeah, cool. I don't think I've ever seen him in person either, but those guys they're crazy. The sidecar person, they're like, 3 inches from the ground, just ripping around those corners.
Just hanging off, just like hanging there. It's wild.
Yeah,
it is wild. Pretty cool. And it would be a great experience. And if we could like even go up there and interview him like he was talking about, you can kind of like pre-record it and stuff like that. We can kind of record around all the stuff that's going on and all the noise. I mean, it's easy enough to throw everything in here and slap it together and edit it. Just takes a little bit more time, but
yeah. So if you haven't seen that, go over to Open Road Radio on YouTube and you can watch the live, see how we looked on a different YouTube channel. So
it was honestly, dude, it was an awesome experience. I really am appreciative that she had us on, and it was a lot of fun, and we've never done anything like that. So, we're kind of long format here, right? So, I can cut this into 2 parts if I have to. We try not to, but I can.
One part. And Jim, look what I got. I don't know if you can see this
Oh
or not.
yeah, you got your shirt.
Dude, this thing, I mean, I'm a little biased because it's a sweet FXR in the front, but that is a good quality Gildan t-shirt for under $20 shipped to my house. So, guys, go over to the merchandise store, pick yourself out a shirt. And ladies, we have ladies apparel over there now too. So we got a couple of new designs, and for under $20, get a t-shirt. You can represent the Ride Life podcast. We appreciate it. And so.
Yeah, and you're getting fed in June if you're up here for Laconia.
Exactly.
First Sunday of Bike Week.
Yep. I forget the date, but it's the first Sunday of Bike Week. I think it's June 14th. Did we ever discuss?
No, I think, isn't the 14th Father's Day this year, or is the 21st? It's either the 14th or the 21st.
Yeah.
Whatever day is Father's Day. It's the weekend before that.
Yeah, we'll get to the barbecue, but
we already forgot. Shit, in episode 77, we might actually be in the nursing home. This might be coming from the Alzheimer's ward.
Oh, come on. So, all right. So let's get into some, I mean, I don't know if I'd ever buy a Pan America, to be honest with you. I love the idea. I love it. But
here's my question. So you've got the three-wheeler. You take that out in the trails a little bit, but mostly you do your wheelies. When the Suzuki was running, you used to take that out in the trails, right? But that's not really what those bikes are really all about. You know, the adventure bikes, to me, would be better suited for riding like the snowmobile trails.
Yeah.
You know, they do the road kind of well. They do the dirt kind of well. They don't really excel on one or the other. But I would imagine if you lived somewhere where there's a lot of like space, like in Indiana or Iowa or something like that, dude, you could ride those things in dirt forever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, like this year in Sturgis, me and Rod, we're cruising down. We're going to a wedding. And we take a left, and all of a sudden we're on a dirt road for 3 miles. And I'm on the road glide, and he's on his road glide, and we're kind of like, But if we're on the Pan America, I'd be freaking trying to rip wheelies, freaking, you know. So, I mean, for dirt roads, but my dream, if I had a Pan America, my dream would be like just cruising down the road. I see some power lines, just jump off into the power lines, rip down the road, rip down the power lines, and come out on the other side. You know, nothing crazy. Not, like you said, nothing technical, going through tight trails in the woods. Just open logging roads, I think would be perfect.
Yeah, log roads. So I did a lot of digging, and I just pull up a couple things, and I didn't want to get too technical with it, but you know, I watched a bunch of videos comparing the Pan America to the Triumph Tiger, KTM, the BMW, the Ducati. Just a couple of things really stood out to me. So the Pan America is the lowest of all of those, but it does have the adaptive ride height, which I think is, for a short guy like me, is going to give you a big advantage. That I stood on a Triumph Tiger before, and like I had to hang my way off the bike to touch down. So that adaptive ride height is huge for short guys. The KTM and the BMW really have more like aggressive tires on them than comes on like than on the Pan America. They're really a little bit lighter. I think the KTM is the lightest out of all of those, by like 100 pounds or maybe more. Yeah. Unfortunately, like, and this just tells you where these bikes are really popular. Most of the videos that were popping up were actually from Australia and Europe. So which makes sense. If I lived in Australia, I would probably want an adventure bike. You know, the biggest thing like I thought was pretty cool is the KTM has like the WP suspension, just like they use on all their dirt bikes. The Triumph actually has Showa suspension, but it has less travel. The Pan America has a little bit less travel too. They all have like ABS. They all have some form of electronic gadgetry, different ride modes for wet conditions and things like that. But my biggest takeaway when I was watching it was bang for your buck. If you're really going to do real true adventure riding, it's the Triumph or the KTM. Those are the ones you want if you're going to do real. If you're here in New England, Pan America, because you're going to be right. It was definitely, in my opinion, the most roadworthy of all of them. The one that you would want to ride on the street the most, because that's what you'd be doing here in New England mostly. Unless you lived way up in Maine, where they got huge trail systems, you know?
Yeah. I tell you, when I demo rode that Pan America, it was a blast to ride on the street. And I could ride it. I don't know if I could daily ride it, but I could ride it a lot. So it was fun. And yeah, they're always in like Saudi Arabia. You ever see those guys? Those guys are nuts. Like literally, I'm over here hanging wheelies on a Dyna, and then I see a video of the guy, like no front wheel, doing a wheelie down some dirt road in shorts and flip flops. He's, doing a wheelie. Like, how did you even do that? The guys are nuts.
And that's where I don't remember if it's in the Middle East or not. I forget where the rally is. It might actually be North Africa. What is it? The Dakar rally. That's where a lot of the inspiration for these bikes came, right? But they're running not big sections of super technical, tight, narrow trails. They do hit some trails, but it's a lot of desert riding. It's a lot of like hard pan. It's a lot of like rocky. They're passing over stuff, but for the most part, dude, those guys are flying across the desert.
Yeah.
And they got a lot of fuel capacity compared to a regular dirt bike. You can ride them a lot further. They're a lot more comfortable than a regular dirt bike. I think it's a pretty cool bike. I mean, I don't think one is right for me. I still think, if I was to go out and buy something, I'd probably buy a true, like what we consider to be a dual sport. And that's not really happening because I'm too old to ride the trails. I get all beat up.
Oh, come on. Yeah, I mean, I think a DRZ 400 would be the best of both worlds for me. I don't see myself giving up a Dyna or an FXR for a Pan America. It's just, I don't know. It's just not in. But, like, would you give up your Street Glide to have a Pan America?
No, it would have to be in addition to.
Yeah, exactly. So you'd have to have multiple bikes.
Yeah, it'd have to be one of those things. And honestly, here in New England, I just don't see a big enough need for it. Be better off, like, riding a true, like, dual sport, just riding on the street to get to the trails, like real trails, sand pits and real trails, because that's what we have here.
Yeah. But like I said, logging roads, but you can do those on a DRZ 400 too, because the DRZ 400 is not as powerful, but it's like it is legit like riding a dirt bike on the street, and it's legal.
Yeah.
So
you can get a XR, you can get a KLR. If you're smaller, you can get one of those CRF 230s. I mean, they're all kind of going to do the same thing. It's just a matter of what kind of power you want.
Yeah, that XR 650, that thing's a tank. You can't kill it. You ride it anywhere. Probably put thousands of miles on it.
It's a Honda.
It's a different world. It's a different, the dual sports. It's just a different world. I'm not into it. I'm into the street version, Harleys, Dynas, and right now. So that's it.
The one thing that always, and I think it kind of happens to me as winter rolls around, I'm more likely to go out on a dirt bike in this cold ass weather than I am a street bike, if that makes sense.
Well, yeah, it makes sense, because if you're on a dirt bike, you're moving, and you got the wind. I mean, you got the trees. Yeah, you're moving a lot. You're standing up. You're sitting down. So you're moving. You're breaking a sweat. So yeah, I agree.
Yeah, one of the best reviews. I mean, it really wasn't a review, but I know a lot of people have had problems with the Pan Americas, and like anything, it's still a new bike. I mean, it's been out for a few years now, but the girl down in Florida, Indigo Moto, rode it from Florida to Alaska and back. And I think around her second trip, she started to have some problems. She had to stop at some dealers and get some repairs other than basic maintenance and stuff. She might have had a coil go on hers too, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I saw that. So, but she rode the hell out of it.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, just to ride to, I don't know where, I think she's originally from Florida. So to ride to Alaska.
I think so. Yeah. Which is
so,
pretty badass.
Yeah, what year did the Pan America even come out? Do you know?
I feel like it was like 21 or 22.
Yeah, February 2022. No, 21. February 22nd. Why would they do that? February 22nd.
222, 22,
yeah.
22, 21, 21.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, no, I knew it wasn't out that long. So it's going into what? Its fifth model year? 21,
yeah.
22, 23, 24. Yeah.
And they have already come out with like the CVO, the ST version. So they're putting some money into it, which, hey, I like it.
I'm honestly surprised. They've done really well with it, which is surprising. I don't think of the typical Harley rider as being attracted to that type of bike, and I don't think of the typical adventure rider or the guy that I think would be riding an adventure bike wanting to run out and buy a Harley adventure bike. So but they've done really well with it.
Have you ever seen a Hell Yeah Brother on a Pan America? I don't think so. No.
I'll be honest with you, dude. I don't really even see them. I mean, I really don't.
Oh, you know what they say.
Week, but like, I don't know. Now I'm going to see 100 of them next week. But
no, if you don't know who the Hell Yeah Brother is, then it's you.
It's me. Listen. I've embraced it at this point.
I know.
It is what it is. I'm getting my get back whip. I think I'm getting one for Christmas.
Oh, good, great. All right. Enough of the dual sport stuff. Have you brought the Street Glide over to Rhodey's house yet?
I was still like trying to hold out hope that we were getting another really nice day, but I don't think it's happening.
Oh, you're gonna have to just ride it over there. And
well, he was trying to ride today, I think. I don't know if anybody ended up going riding with him or not, but he was trying to ride today. It ended up being pretty sunny, but it was cold and it got windy, like really windy here.
Yeah, it got windy up here. My buddy Cody went out riding today, and he needed one last lot day. He needs to scrape. He was trying to scrape. He didn't get it done today, but he's like, dude, so close. And his fender's cut back pretty far, so he'll get it.
It's sad. It's a sad time of year. It's
yeah. Well, you know what time of year it is, Jim, for us? It's time to order parts. It's wintertime.
Parts.
Yeah, we rode the bikes hard all summer long, and now it's time to rebuild them. Well, do your best, rebuild them, patch them back together, get them ready for next year. So you want to hear about all the parts I've ordered?
I do, but I want to ask you, how much did you actually ride this Dyna this year? I feel like not much.
Yeah, not much. You know what?
I think you sold the bike you rode the most, oddly enough.
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, yeah. I still don't miss selling the Road Glide, but yeah, I rode the Dyna, during the barbecue. I took it up to the mountains one time. I don't know, but that was back when I was thinking I was that's just my Dyna. It's kind of a show bike. I'm not gonna really do anything. I'm gonna preserve it for the next guy, so the next guy can beat the crap out of it, and I don't get to enjoy it. So yeah, now I'm gonna beat the crap out of it and enjoy the Dyna that it is. All right. So I ordered new front motor mount. It's already came in. Got here yesterday. I got gold valve emulators coming in for the front end. Fork oil. I got a Dynatech ignition, so it's going to be bouncing off the limiter too. Got new handlebars, because like I mentioned before, I hate those thrashing bars. And yeah, so
are you changing the risers too, or you like the risers, you just want a different bend?
Yeah, exactly. I like the risers, just a different bend of the bars. Those thrashing mid-bend bars, they pull back too much, and they're just not comfortable for me. So I got some Sly Fox, yeah. And the FXR is all apart right now. I have scoured the internet, and I've figured out, I think, after watching a bunch of Cruzy Originals videos, I think the inner primary has a 2-piece bearing that if you replace that bearing with a sealed bearing, it dramatically helps with clutching up and stuff like that. It helps by not ripping apart seals. So I'm going to do that upgrade on the FXR. So if I want to do wheelies on the FXR, I still can. But the FXR is getting a Saddleman mini fairing and some bags, so that'll be my mini bagger. That's all I got.
And that's going to be the one you're riding, huh? And the other one's just going to go get the crap kicked out of it.
No, I'm going to ride the Dyna too. I mean, just because it's a stunt bike doesn't mean it can't put down some miles. I mean, who am I? Like, when did I ever put down miles anyways?
That's not true. Was it Rhodey? Who said this? Brian's going to put 10,000 miles on his bike all in a circle? Yeah. Who said that to me? But it was pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, that's pretty legit. Yeah, I can relate to that.
You need a new Speedo just so you can see how many burnout miles you do.
That's if it doesn't get deleted. I don't know.
I forget. You can do all kinds of things up in New Hampshire, up in there, in the great state of freedom. Just don't tint the windows.
Oh, my windows are tinted already. There's no inspection stickers now.
That's great. That's a beautiful thing.
Oh, I hated moving to New Hampshire. I love Massachusetts. So
Do you
I hate
really?
it. I do. I still miss it, but now with no inspection stickers up here, I'm kind of like, it's kind of cool.
Do you miss Massachusetts, or do you just miss the area where you lived?
Yeah, I just miss the food. The roast beef sandwiches. You can't get a good roast beef sandwich up here.
No. Well, where you live, everything's a little bit more sparse, a little bit more spread out. Like if you moved south to Nashua, you probably could get a good roast beef.
If you went to Massachusetts, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't. We were just talking about roast beef sandwiches the other day. I haven't had one in a long time. I haven't had, other than like a cold cut to bring for lunch, I haven't had like a hot roast beef in a long time.
Do you remember the place? It was in Methuen. It was right on the Rotary. I think it was Royal House of Pizza, maybe it was. They had the best hot roast beef sandwiches.
I don't know if I've ever been.
No?
No. I went to Kelly's a couple times late night. That's like that's a staple.
Yeah. Did you go to the one on Revere Beach?
It was probably Route 1. It was probably Saugus.
Yeah.
Or whatever town it's in on Route 1. I don't remember if it's Saugus or exactly where you are when you're on that section of Route 1. But yeah, I think it was the one on Route 1 I went to a couple times. It was good.
Yeah. Dude, Kelly's is so expensive.
It's
like $9 for a sandwich. it's not that.
I mean, listen, I went to Subway and got like a ham and cheese with lettuce, tomato, mayo. That was like a foot long, and that was $9, and that's ham and cheese with like just filling.
Oh, did I say $9? I meant to say $14 at Kelly's. But yeah, no, it's ridiculously priced. We used to deliver there. I used to deliver the produce there. And
did you?
Yeah. So
it's good times.
Yeah. Yep. So, do you want to do the Does Jim Know, or do you want? You want to do the roast? You ready for a roast?
Yeah, let's do the roast. I got to pull up the pictures. Let me get the phone out.
All right. So
pull up the pictures. Pull up the notes.
Pull up the picture. So YouTube listeners, you're gonna see the picture of Dr. Harley's bike. When's the last time we did a roast? We haven't done a roast in a while.
It's been a hot minute. We're definitely like jumped a little out of order here, but that's okay.
No, I don't think so. We have, I think we got Doc's bike, and then we got Jack's bike. We got Guns and Baggers. We got his bike. We're gonna do. We got Penny's bike. We might even do that one. I don't know. I'm a little nervous about that one though. I don't know.
I don't know. Listen, Rhodey posted some new pictures up. We might just roast his bike just for fun.
You can't. You got to put your bike next to his bike. You can't be roasting his bike.
That's true. I might have my bike will have to sleep outside. Let me wait till it's in his garage before we roast it.
Right. All right.
Oh,
so
Jesus.
The Ride Life roast is back. So this is Dr. Harley's Lowrider S, and he converted it into something. I'm not sure. So, but
when you see the listeners see the pictures and you hear some of these things that we have, they'll understand why I wanted to start with a song that I don't think we can play a song on the podcast, but
yeah,
I'll tell you after.
Yeah, because he definitely watched Smokey and the Bandit a few too many times.
I mean, the only thing this bike is missing really is the gold eagle. I'm looking for it on the windshield. I don't see it.
Just tell me you're sponsored by Advan Black without really telling me you're sponsored by Advan Black, because it's got some stuff on there.
Well, it was in his contract. He had to buy the whole catalog. That was part of the deal.
Let's see.
Jeez.
Oh man, we're pausing here. This is not good.
I know. It's just I'm laughing. Oh God.
No, this bike it definitely has that wow factor for sure. People are usually like, "Wow, that's a cool bike," or they're like, "Wow, that thing is ugly." Damn.
Do you think he nicknamed it Spaceball, or is he just like a huge fan of the movie?
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know where the space ball came from. I mean,
I mean,
he's very confident. He even put it on his seat so everybody knows it's space balls.
I know. Well, it does look a little bit like Dark Helmet.
Yeah. I mean, if you just glance at this bike, you'd be like, the owner of this bike is definitely a hell yeah brother with too much money in his pocket. Because it looks like this bike swallowed a carbon fiber catalog.
And I like that he's got the frame sliders on there because, Hell Yeah Brothers do a lot of stunting. So he definitely needs those.
For sure. And the hand guards,
Well, he's got the hand guards. That's for tree branches. And he's got the off-road rally headlight, which is good because when he's in those trails, he'll be able to see where he's going.
Hell yeah. I mean, if Midlife Crisis was on two wheels, this would be the bike.
Oh, God.
This bike pulls harder for intention than it does on the road. And it's got a 131 in there, so that thing is fast. I've ridden next to this bike before, and it's loud and fast, but it does have more carbon than a NASA space shuttle.
Honestly, dude, this is a cool bike. It really is. It's a cool bike. We love Doc. It's a cool bike. It's loud. It's fast. I don't want to talk too much crap about his bike. I might need him to help me fix something someday. I don't want to get him too hurt. But it's nice. He's got gold accents everywhere, which is, obviously he's obsessed with Austin Powers.
I mean, it's a very confused bike. Do I want to be a Lowrider S or a Lowrider ST? Or do I want to be a Road Glide? Like, it's very, very confused. Unlike his owner. The owner of this bike is not confused. He knows what's up.
I just had something that went right. It went right. Oh, the only thing this bike is missing is a turbo, honestly.
Oh yeah, that would finish off the Hell Yeah Brother catalog for sure. Ah, shit. Dr. Harley, we love you. Dr. Harley's great because, we were live on Open Road Radio. Dr. Harley pops in the side chat. And he always watches our videos, comments. We appreciate you, Dr. Harley. What else? Yeah, he's just like every single live. I watch a live from Rollin' Throttle with Drew. Dr. Harley's on it. Dr. Harley does a live every Wednesday night on YouTube for everybody. And then he does a live every Saturday night for the members only, which I got to become a member. I want to support his stuff. He does good stuff. He's got some good giveaways. I believe he's going to be giving away Suspension Technologies suspension or a Sawicki exhaust, I believe. So you get to choose, I think. Or he might be giving away them both. You're going to have to go check out Dr. Harley to find out which exactly he's giving away. But I know there's a big giveaway coming up soon. So you're going to want to get over there. And I'm pretty sure maybe you can do a one-time entry. So $100, get you 10 entries. I really feel like that's what I should be doing because I could use some Sawicki exhaust because it's loud as shit and it sounds great.
Just get over there, join up, become a member, check it out. And listen, guys, when we talk about some of these guys on here, I mean, we talk about them because they're some of the best guys you'll ever meet. If you ever get to an event and you meet Doc Harley or you meet Rhodey or you meet, you'll probably never meet HDAV Traveler, but he's still in a cave somewhere. I think he's in Area 51 if I am correct. But, honestly, these are good guys. And these are the kind of guys that are going to pull over on the side of the road when you're broken down. And I guarantee you they're going to have the socket you need or the wrench you need. And they get out and they support each other. And we love that. So get over there and give him a like, follow his YouTube, subscribe, become a member to his page because these are all good people. So we appreciate it.
Yeah, those people, unlike my people, they'll just ride wheelies by you and not friggin' worry about what you're doing.
Right by you. Burnouts and wheelies. Probably. Dude, honestly, the guys that you ride with, they're probably the type of people that if you were broken down on the side of the road and there was a huge puddle, they'd ride through it.
And laugh. But then they turn around and help you dry off and help you.
Dry off, which is nice.
Yeah, come on.
with their exhaust revving on you.
They're good people, too. So, hey, Jack, while we're talking about you, go over to the merch store and buy a shirt, man. I know we got them in bigger sizes. We're all big guys. We're all husky, so don't worry about it.
Jack, we put some tank tops on there for you.
A horrible vision just went through my brain. And
Listen, it is my life's goal to get him on here, even if for 5 minutes. So we got to get him on here, even for 5 minutes.
He ain't coming on. But speaking of guests, we do have some guests lined up. Like Jim and I were talking before the show. We're really getting off motorcycles now.
That's all right.
Jim and I we were talking off before the show. We're thinking like, we started this podcast to talk about bikes between Jim and I, and talk about the bikes that we come across and what we're doing to our bikes and adventures that we take and stuff like that. So like, for us to have a guest on, it throws us for a little loop. So, but it's a long winter, and we're going to have some guests on because we want to talk motorcycles with other people. So we're never going to have a guest on we'll never have like the salesman from Harley Davidson on, right?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's like if he's a rider and he's not trying to come on and sell us shit.
Yeah. So I should say we're never going to have on your local tax attorney guy.
Yeah.
That rides on the weekends and yeah. So, all right.
No, I mean it's listen, it is what it is. So one of the questions that she asked us on Monday night, and it really got glanced over at the end because she was pressed for time, but she was like, "What are your goals? What are your goals for the podcast?" And it's like,
that's right.
It's just I want to just continue to grow, like grow. I don't mean grow like in a financial sense. I mean, grow the community, grow like the people that we're able to interact with. I think I've said it before on here, but guests are great. Guests bring in friends. We meet new people. Like that's what this is all about. At least for me.
Yeah, hell yeah. We've met a bunch of people, but let's see. Well, let's just figure it out, Jim. We got a little segment called "Does Jim Know?" And has he learned anything from being on this podcast? Probably not.
No, I don't know.
I know,
I do not know. I never know about what.
Well, let's just do the "Does Jim Know?" segment because I don't know. It's funny. You know what?
It is funny.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I could not think of any questions. So like, Chat GPT's been my friend. I've been using that to design motorcycle shirts and all sorts of stuff. So these are all Chat GPT questions. So
all right.
And I told her, because it's a her, I told her, don't make him too hard because Jim's not too bright. So, all right. Does Jim know? Question number 1.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. What's the stock front wheel size on the 2024 Road Glide?
I have no idea, but I'm going to say 21 inches.
So close, but no. 19 inches. 19-inch wheel.
I knew better.
Yeah, you did. All right. That's all right. 0 for 1. All right. What year did Harley release its first electric start big twin?
Jesus, electric start. This is a pure guess. I'm going to say 1973.
Ooh, so close. 1965 with the Electric Glide.
Yeah, that was not that close.
Yeah. All right. I got, let's see which one. I'll go with this one. So, all right. You're 0 for 2. You're right on track.
Right on track.
So, this is kind of a long question. This is a tricky question. All right. Which Harley model was discontinued first? The V-Rod, Night Rod Special, or the Dyna Wide Glide?
The V-Rod Night Rod Special or the Dyna Wide Glide? I'm going to say the V-Rod Night Rod.
Yeah, you're right. So they were both discontinued in 2017, the same year, but the Night Rod Special ended earlier in that year. You know, it's funny because
they're not making right. They don't have a Softail Wide Glide.
No, that's the thing.
That's not one that came over, right?
Yeah. So the Dyna Wide Glide is like done, right? It's got to be because they make a street bob, they make a lowrider, they make a fat bob, and those were all Dynas, and the Wide Glide never came over.
When would you say that bike started to kind of like become less popular? Because I feel like it was super popular for a long.
The Wide Glide?
Yeah.
The Wide Glide is the first Harley I ever rode.
Was it?
I've told this story before. I work with this guy named Manny,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Portuguese guy, crazy bastard, and he convinced me that I had to have a Harley. And then I'm like, well, I've never ridden a Harley. I've ridden dirt bikes, race dirt bikes and stuff like that. And he said, well, come ride my Harley. He had I think, I don't even know what year it was. It was like a 1998. I wish I knew what year it was because it was the Wide Glide. It was a white and teal color. It was a really cool paint job. Had tassels, mini ape hangers, sissy bar, some saddlebags on it. But it was the first Harley I ever rode, and he didn't let me ride it on the streets. I had to ride it behind Bradley's, behind the building.
Please.
all within sight. Yeah, I couldn't go out of his sight. He had to see me riding it the whole time. So, but after I rode that's what I was like, I gotta have a bike. Because he was always like, dude, we're truck drivers. Truck drivers have Harleys. Just go hand in hand. So I'm like, yeah, you're right. I'm a truck driver, and I drive around the Ford F-150, but I don't have a Harley. So that's when I made my way to Boston Harley, signed the papers, and went there every other week to add on more stuff. And by the time I was done, I had a $24,000 night train.
What did they sell for back then? Like 13, 14?
I believe it was $16,599. So
That's still a lot of add-ons.
yeah, well, wheels. I was adding on chrome onto a night train, which is, why would you buy a night train if you want chrome? But the wheels were the biggest thing, I think. Who knows what they charged for wheels back then?
Yeah.
I never understood. I could go get a full exhaust system from Lou's Custom Exhaust on my pickup truck for $300, but an exhaust system for a friggin' Harley, $1,000. Like,
just the amount that they sell, probably.
Half the pipe. It's like,
it's not even. It's like from the header. Like it's probably about as much as a header on a F-150.
Yeah, right.
Honestly, but yeah, those wide guys, man, they were in the late '90s, early 2000s. They were everywhere, and they did start to dwindle. I think in the 2010, they kind of weren't like real super popular anymore. But everybody wanted them that was into the old school choppers. I mean, it was for a guy who wanted to go out and buy a bike that was chopper-esque. They really weren't a chopper. It was chopper-esque. That's what was available, those guys that weren't going to buy an old, panhead and chop it or something like that. If they wanted something with some reliability, that's what people bought. And they were crazy popular for a long time.
Yeah, well, if you didn't want a softail, because softails were all the rage, if you didn't want a softail, you got a Wide Glide, right? So, yeah. I don't know, the Wide Glide...
I was just going to say, my son-in-law had one real clean, 8,000 miles. It was like a 14, 15-ish, maybe 12, maybe 13. I mean, he just sold it about a year ago. And I mean, he had it up for $9,000 and it was up there forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. I don't know what he ended up selling it for. He did end up selling it. But he had it priced reasonable and it was really clean. It was in great shape.
I was going to ask you if he finally did sell that Wide Glide, huh?
Yeah. And he wasn't I mean, it might have even been $8,500 he was asking for it. It really wasn't out of the realm of what everybody else was asking for him. It just sat there forever.
Yeah. I know the Wide Glide's just, like I said, I don't know when the Narrow Glide, everybody wanted it and it does look better to me. Did you watch the newest thrashing video?
I did not.
So they come out with a video every Tuesday, but usually it's a vlog style. But this week was a bike check, and one of their employees, Jack, he just bought. It was a 2003 Wide Glide originally, but someone put a lowrider rear fender on it, front fender. They put a Narrow Glide front end on it, but it was just pretty cool that it originally was a Wide Glide.
I mean, there's a lot of bikes like that I would buy, if money wasn't an object, right? I would definitely have probably, an anniversary night train or deuce. I'd definitely have a Wide Glide. They'd sit around a lot. They wouldn't get ridden a lot, but they're just bikes that I remember fondly. They're not really cool anymore. They're not really in style. But I mean, if money was no object, it'd be cool to have them.
Yeah. I mean, I went back and forth with the Deuce. I liked it some days I didn't, some days I did, but you never see those anymore. I like even in Daytona, you see everything in Daytona or Sturgis, and you don't see many Deuces at all. I don't know what happened to them or
Softail Standard, Night Trains, or they're dinosaurs now.
yeah. I mean, the
What
Night
year did they
Train
stop making the Night Train?
15, 16. I'm pretty sure there was because
Around that when they started narrowing everything down.
because the Night Train had a wide glide front end on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Night Train I think I want to say came out like 1998 and ran to like now we're gonna have to. Oh, but just to go back to the wide glide. So the wide glide with the neck, the rake. So I think the wide yeah. So a couple of people text me the Street Bob, the new Street Bob is 29-degree rake. So it's pretty comparable to my Super Glide. So it wouldn't be bad. A new Street Bob wouldn't be a bad stunt bike if it wasn't brand new. So all right, let me look up when did the Night Train. So you gotta talk for a second.
My Street Bob was a 14, I think, and I felt like that had a ton of rake on it. I love that bike. That's another bike I'd love to go back and pick up. I mean, it's just, but again, bikes that I probably wouldn't ride like a ton, but it's bikes that are just, just remember fondly. My Sportster 72, I love that stupid bike. It was just a cool, light, narrow, like there's nothing great about it. There's nothing to be like, oh, you have to run out and buy this because I just remember it fondly. You know?
So we were way off. The Harley Night Train stopped production in 2009.
Wow. I didn't realize it was that long.
I didn't either because, I guess 2007. So because VP Customs, they have two Night Trains. I'm pretty sure one's an '07, one's an '09 maybe. Could be the last year. But that's like why I started watching their channels because they had Night Trains, and now they got all sorts of bikes now. But originally they only had the Night Trains, and to watch their videos, it would bring me back to my Night Train days.
Dude, I remember going to that motorcycle show up in Rockingham, up at the it wasn't in the mall, but that up at the plaza there.
Yeah, at the racetrack.
At the racetrack, and they had the Harley up there, and there was a teal and black Dyna wide glide, and man, I couldn't stop sitting on it. I think I sat on that thing all weekend long.
Was that the World of Wheels? No. They
I
had
don't remember what it was. It was all the local dealers. I mean, I was up there, so I went up there to set up like for Honda and stuff. Like we brought a bunch of bikes up, and there was a booth and that. But like once the event was going on, the people that worked it were like the salespeople.
Okay.
They because I was in service, so I got to walk around a ton, and I just kept going back to that. It was that teal and black. I don't even remember what year it was. I think it was a used bike too, so I don't think it was a new one. I don't even remember what Harley dealer that was that had it up there.
Probably Manchester Harley, probably. I was just thinking a little bit off topic. Like, we did. I was trying. I'm like, did we go for any rides together this year? Was the Vermont ride? Was that this year? Or was that last year? Really?
Last year.
Holy shit.
This was a little bit of a crazy summer. Like, just the way that like all the weekends worked out and all the timing worked out, and we did the Connecticut ride.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
down the docks, and there was something else too. I mean, besides the barbecue, there's one other thing, but yeah, just the way the weekends worked out and the timing of the rides. Like, working on Saturdays, kind of a lot of stuff happened on Saturdays that normally was happening on Sundays. So.
Yeah. So how's the new job? You've been there for what? How long now?
I'm in this position since April.
So how you liking it?
Yeah, I like it. It's a little bit weird. I mean, it's weird some days, but
well, because I remember like before you took the job, you were like they start at 5 a.m. and they're out at 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes
yeah.
So it's
yesterday I worked. I had 4 deliveries. I should have been done at 8:30. I don't think I got done till 10 o'clock, but that was weird stuff. But I mean, I got done, whatever, 9:45, something like that. Some days when September and October were crazy. Crazy. I was still getting out at 1:30, 1:45, but I'm lucky. Like my store loads me early. Some of these stores will not come out before 6 o'clock. So I can get out back at 20 minutes of 6 and get loaded and be driving before everybody else is even getting loaded. Which is cool. I fleet manager's good. So like I run my day. Like I don't have to deal with a lot of stuff. So I just go to where I gotta go, get my stuff, and I don't stop when I'm working. Like I don't drive long enough to need a 30-minute, and I don't stop like for food. Like I pack and that's it.
Yeah, pack a lunch. I used to pack a lunch.
Pack a lunch. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
because
don't stop. I don't like stopping.
eat while you're driving.
Yep. It's usually just fruit and finger foods anyways. But it's cool. It's a lot of fun. I saw a million roads that I want to ride next year. But yeah, just this summer happens every year. But I mean, I did a bunch of riding. I did a bunch of solo riding, I did a bunch of short rides after work, stuff like that. But
that's great. As you're talking, the only thing I can think of is doing wheelies on my Dyna. That's fuck.
Well, I mean, you can still go do wheelies. You just, how many Dixon flannels do you need to wear to be comfortable on a Dyna in this weather?
Dixon flannels are not comfortable to begin with for me. They just don't fit me right. But yeah, this weather's whatever. It happens every year, and we still stay here.
It hits too. It comes fast. It really does. It was 65 a week ago, and now it's like high of 40s.
That's why every summer when it's hot as balls and people are complaining that it's too hot, I'm like, I wouldn't complain. It's going to be cold before you know it. We're not going to be riding. I'd rather be hot than cold. That's just me.
Me too. I was talking about it with one of the guys at the store. We were talking about riding. He's like, I'm trying to get one more ride in. He's like, he just took a vacation, and he's like, I've been riding and you know, I'm trying to get some more time in. He's like, the weather's getting crappy real fast, and he's like, happens every year, man. It just turns to shit like so fast, you know.
Yeah. But
it is what it is.
I'm really like last winter. The Dyna build was a 3-day long build, so I'm really gonna try to spread it out this year. Like I have parts sitting in my garage right now, and I haven't put them on yet. I'm waiting until I'm really, really bored, and then I'll go out, put the heat on, and work in the garage because I do enjoy that. So I kind of want to stretch it out. I told my buddy I'm gonna put one part a week on. I mean, that's probably not gonna happen, but that's what I'm gonna try to do.
Yeah, but sometimes like when you get working on a project, so like you dig into something, you're like, well, I might as well just throw this thing on. And then I might as well just do that. And then next thing you know, you spend 8 hours in there and the whole thing's done. And now all you want to do is ride it and you can't.
And then people wonder why my bikes are so clean is because like I don't do anything. I'm just out there polishing. It's up on the lift. I'm polishing away. And so, oh, you could have been riding it instead of polishing it. Well, yeah, I could have. I like working on it. I like polishing them too. Just
that's the same people that are going to ask you, are you riding to Daytona this year?
Yeah, I'm definitely riding to Daytona this year in my truck.
In my truck. You left out in the snow last year. You left out in the snow in years in the past. And people don't realize like the difference in New England, like of 100 miles, like how much 100 miles really makes a difference.
Like, well, now Edwin has a nice enclosed trailer that we're going to use this year, and we probably won't get stuck in the snow for the next few years because now that we have an enclosed trailer, because for the past 3 or 4 years, we had open trailers. We just put them in the back of the truck, and they'd get hammered.
Saran wrap.
Saran wrap. That was brutal. That was the worst. Had to have been the worst drive down I've ever had. I was by myself. I left early thinking I was going to beat the storm, and as soon as I got on 84, I couldn't see a thing. I had to pull over right away. It was absolutely brutal. It sucked. I don't even want to think about it. I don't want to think about that.
It sucks driving it. Listen, before we changed the clocks, man, like not even snow, like just the driving rains that we had, and it's like dark, and you can't see. Even with like, you can't put your high beams on because that does nothing. Can't put your wipers on high because that does nothing. It's just pitch black. Back roads or like on a highway, and like anytime like a car comes at you, you just get that fragmented light across the whole entire windshield. because you just got snow or rain or whatever. It's the worst.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
Trust me, I know. I know.
So,
You're getting old, Jim. You're talking about driving at night.
know.
I can't drive at night anymore. I can't see shit. Fucking kids are making noises.
I think I gotta get glasses. I gotta suck it up and get glasses. But listen, what do you say we wrap this shit up? We're at 51 minutes. We had fun.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. Oh, dude, I have glasses, and my license expired this year, and I put my glasses on because I never wear them. I put them on to read the little thing, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't see them. Fuck. I'm like guessing. She's like, yep, you passed. I'm like, thank you.
Well, if it's up close, like I can read them. I can't read them. If it's like street signs and all that, I have 20/15 vision. But I can't like to read my phone. I need the readers.
Yeah, I'm the opposite of you. I can read my phone, but anything far away, I can't see it. So that's why I blow by exits all the time. I'm looking for exit 50. Yep, that was it. So.
Is that 51? What does that say?
Yeah, fuck.
All right, Bri, where can they find us?
The Ride Life Podcast on Instagram, The Ride Life Brian, The Ride Life Jim. We made it really easy for you guys. Come follow us. We have a link in the bio to buy some merchandise. Dude, look at this shirt. I mean, it's sick. It is. Oh, I love it. Like I said, I'm biased. But we got some other designs up there, some pretty cool designs. Go support the show. We love you guys. Thank you for listening. And we will see you next Tuesday.
But before we go, if you're watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button.
Yes.
See ya.
See ya.